Hello guys, tonight we want to check out the scary haunting of Ricardo, which is pretty terrifying and it might make it hard for us to fall asleep. I hope you're all ready, so let's buckle up and stay frosty. The following case was shared by Ricardo on his very own Instagram. I had initially featured one of his clips in the past, but there's more to this creepy story. This whole saga started with Ricardo sending a video before dozing off. It shaped out to be a really terrifying clip. He was talking to his girlfriend on WhatsApp one night and was basically just sending her a video about him lying in bed. However, when showing her the dimly lit hallway, something rather creepy was captured.
Pues ya me acomodé y todo, ya quiero dormir, ya tengo sueño. Pero tienen la luz del pasillo prendida y mi mamá está escuchando un video, güey.
Something sinister was peeking around the doorway into Ricardo's bedroom that night.
Pero tienen la luz del pasillo prendida y mi mamá está escuchando un video, güey.
He states that he did not even notice this thing looking at him the night before. Ricardo started uploading a video diary about this really terrifying event. This clip got many clicks and people started sharing his story. The young man wanted to know what happened that night and if he actually was in danger. After all, only his mother, who was supposed to be cleaning the kitchen, was with him that night. What frightened them even more though was the fact that nothing could be seen reflecting in the mirror on the wall. Nothing that could explain this person, or whatever it was, looking into his room. But what many didn't know at the time of this video was that the home of Ricardo was placed to really strange occurrences for quite some time already. In his video diary, he talks about the old house that has been in the possession of his family for quite some time. Even his grandparents lived in there in the 50s. The house itself is located in the center of Zacatecas in Mexico. He states that staying in this house for the entire day during quarantine has made him aware of many strange encounters that have transpired in there. He feels that something is affecting him negatively, that something might even be watching him. At 3:42 AM the following night, he posts another status update telling his followers that there are strange noises coming from the ceiling, possibly the roof area, and that even the light in the hallway turns on every couple of minutes. Creepy, but maybe just an animal. In any case, Ricardo is holding a family heirloom, which was blessed by a priest. He has the family dog with him, and decides to see if he can get behind the origin of these weird noises at that time. And of course he wanted to document it all. His plan was to make it up to the rooftop. Nothing on first glance, however, something unusual seemed to be hiding from inside. Take another look. A dark shadow can be seen, and it was in fact not a reflection. This thing came from the inside of the house. And things just seemed to get worse from that night on. The lights malfunctioning was almost a nightly event now. His next update reads, I was working in the living room when the power turned off and I heard something unusual. Then the stereo turned on. After a loud knock, the young man checks every corner of the lower floor. Can't come up with an explanation, however. Nightly bangs and sounds seem to be the largest part of his weekly video updates, since they seem to freak him out the most. One night it got so loud again that Ricardo had no other choice but to start recording. The following was uploaded shortly after. Weird noises, yes, but a viewer noticed something else on this recording that was really hard to see. An eye, or something that looks like it. After falling asleep, he heard something straight in front of his bed and took a photo. Is this an apparition or a shadow figure watching him perhaps? The lock of the door seems to be moving on its own. How creepy.
No mames. El peor es que este cuarto tiene años cerrado. Casi nadie lo abre. O sea, ahí estoy solo. No mames.
Ricardo states that he had goosebumps at this point and was terrified. Don't forget, he was alone at this time, but with some encouragement of his viewers, he foolishly decides to take a look into this room that had just opened.
No sé.
He tells us that he had quite a hard time to move around in this storage space due to a ton of garbage lying around, yet he took several photos of the inside. For many people, it is without a doubt the same entity that was seen several times before in this house. Is that possible? No clear explanation could be found for this, and Ricardo was quite scared. Even his little friend seemed to notice more and more strangeness, and was on high alert most nights. Can we come up with an explanation of what's going on in this old house? Maybe a haunting that has been going on for generations? Thank you so much for watching, guys.